This is the intro to Long Hair Pretty Nail Show. Yeah.
Hey y'all, what's up and welcome back. So in this video, I'm just doing a good old Evie freestyle nail design. I ain't got no kit, I ain't got no special products. All I got are these dried flowers, some gold foil, and these nail forms. So let's get to it. First, I'm gonna prep my natural nails, pushing back my cuticles and following the free edge and all that good stuff. So after picking out the flower pieces that I want to use, I'm going to go ahead and rip up this gold foil. Prepping all these pieces beforehand saves me a ton of time. And the acrylic I'm using today is the Young Nails Clear Acrylic. I love this stuff. It is super clear. And the monomer I'm using is Meraki Nails Monomer. And I like this monomer. It still smells like monomer, but it is way less strong than the other ones that I use. So this is a house favorite. And of course, I'm using my Long Hair Pretty Nails and Poochie's Nails Collab number 8 acrylic brush. And these are available on my website. If you haven't got yours yet, go ahead and check it out. I'll leave the link down below. So I'm going to go ahead and put on these nail forms. Mia Secret was so kind enough to send these a few months back, and I am just now getting around to using them. They are long. As you can see, these are competition nail forms. I never really do my nails past a size 5, so these are super long. This is my first time using these. I kind of have to get used to putting them on, and they're super long. So the main part is just making sure that it is straight. So the problem I have is that some of my fingers are crooked, like this pinky here. So I have to make sure to line up the form with my knuckle and not with my nail. Otherwise, my nail is going to turn out crooked, and that's happened to me plenty of times before. So, but this is how I put on the nail form. And I like that it is nice and snug. And then next I'm going to go in with the Mia Secret nail prep and primer. First applying the nail prep, which is a nail dehydrator. And as you guys can see, it dehydrates, it sucks up all the moisture. And then next I'm going in with the primer. And then I'm going to go in with my first bead of acrylic. I pick up about a medium-sized bead, and I'm just going to use this to create my base. I like to do a thin layer of clear as like a platform to kind of give me, you know, a guide of how long the nail's going to be and all that good stuff. So that is what I'm doing here. And I left this in real time so you guys can see exactly how long it takes for me to do one nail. So yes, I'm just going to go ahead and pat this in place. I never really know how long I want my nails at first. And I always go a little longer than what I want them to be so I can have those very crisp edges and tips when I get to filing. Then place my cuticle bead close to my cuticle without touching. And this is going to be a really thin layer as well. So that is why I'm swiping away most of the product. I just want a thin layer here just as a base for me to work on because we're encapsulating. So we don't want this nail to be too thick. So after allowing the acrylic to dry down for about 20 seconds or so, I go in with some nail glue and apply the dried flower to where I put that nail glue and try to hold it down to where it's flat. I was using my nails to kind of hold down the flower petals, but I recommend using tweezers. That's what I did for the other nails, and it was much more effective. But yeah, I just go ahead and apply the flowers where I want them to be. And then I'm taking a small bead of clear acrylic, place the gold foil in that wet acrylic, and I'm just gonna do that randomly on the nail. So I'm strategically placing the flower and the gold foil over where my natural nail is. I don't want that to be seen through the nail, so I'm making sure to place the pieces to cover that up. And this is still in real time. When I do my nails, it's like my therapy. Like, I'm not trying to rush and get it done as quickly as possible. This is art. Yes, it takes me about 4 hours. When they're more complicated, like encapsulating and stuff like that, it takes me a long time. But I like doing this. I'm not, in a race here. So as you guys can see, that part was dry. I was taking too long and the nail glue dried. So I have to apply just a little bit more and it's sticking to my brush. And you just stay calm and everything works out. So the main thing is just to make sure that all of the pieces that you're encapsulating are as flat as possible. That is going to ensure that you have a nice, not thick nail. And I'm randomly kind of placing the pieces, I kind of just go with what I feel. There's no rhyme or reason. I just want to make sure there's enough space that it still gives a clear feel to it. So after I like the placement of everything, I'm going to go in with a larger bead of clear and place that in the middle of the nail. And we're going to encapsulate all of this goodness inside the nail, which basically means that we're covering up the nail with clear acrylic so I can get to shaping and filing without filing any of the flowers or gold foil off. And I'm just going to slowly build up the thickness and the apex and all that stuff. And as you guys can see, this is still in real time. I work slow. I could never be like a nail tech because I work too slow. I'm a bit of a perfectionist when it comes to my nails. Like, I like them to look a certain way. So I take as much time as I need. Like I said, this is my therapy. I love doing my nails. It's not a rush for me. I like to practice and, do my nails. And if it takes me 4 hours, it takes me 4 hours. But yeah, I just slowly work back to the cuticle area until the entire nail is covered. And I always hold my breath when I place down my cuticle bead. And I just make sure that doesn't touch my skin and that it's just the perfect coverage. This is after laying all of the acrylic and it has dried. This took forever. So now I'm going to take off the nail forms, and these nail forms were really sturdy. I am so happy that they stayed on the whole time and they stayed sticky. So this is what the nails look like. So they look a bit crazy, but we're gonna go ahead and do the shaping and filing. I like to start off with my hand file and then finish up with my safety bit around the cuticle area. And then finally buff. And now for the most satisfying part of the video. Applying top coat to encapsulated nails just does something to me. It's like it speaks to my soul. So then I do my cure in my nail lamp for 60 seconds. And then I'm going to apply some cuticle oil. I'm using one of the new Kiara Sky cuticle oils. This one is the lavender and it smells really good. It kind of smells like the baby powder car wash scent, if you guys know what I'm talking about. And here is the finished look. I love how clear the nails are. They look like glass. The details in the flower pieces are just amazing. And I really like how these nails turned out.
This is the outro to the Long Hair Pretty Nail Show. Yeah.